Welcome, Reds, to Live Alive, your ultimate, real-time source for all things Liverpool FC. Don't miss a beat, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay on top of every update. Liverpool now pushing hard for ISAK. After 3 relatively quiet transfer windows, Liverpool are finally making serious moves again, and it's turning heads across Europe. That's right, less than a year after Klopp's emotional departure, Slot guided the Reds to the title, without the benefit of a full-scale rebuild. Now, with reinforcements like Milos Kerkez and Jeremy Frimpong tightening the defence, and the arrival of Florian Wirtz for a British record £116 million igniting our attack, Liverpool are back to frightening best. Add in goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili, a £29 million acquisition replacing Kevin Callagher, and the squad is starting to look as deep as it is dangerous. But the rebuild isn't over, with Mohamed Salah still delivering world-class performances at 33. And rumours swirling around the exits of Darwin Nunez, Diogo Jota, and Federico Chiesa, there's a clear need for a fresh face up front, especially with Luis Diaz now being targeted by both Barcelona and Al Nassr. And that's where it gets really interesting. According to transfer insider Graham Bailey, Liverpool are actively pursuing Alexander Isak, Newcastle United's electric number 9, despite the Magpies slapping a jaw-dropping £200 million price tag on the Swede following their Champions League qualification. Speaking exclusively to Rousing the Cop, Bailey revealed, "Liverpool are not being deterred. We're not quite sure why that is, but they seem to think there's a chink of light there. That chink of light could be more than wishful thinking." Rumours have swirled over the past week suggesting Isak himself may be open to a move, though he hasn't handed in a formal transfer request yet. With Slot already transforming the Reds into a tactical juggernaut and the addition of Wirtz unlocking new attacking dimensions, adding a striker of Isak's caliber could be the final piece of the puzzle. And make no mistake, Liverpool still have the means. Smart planning, targeted sales, and a clear vision mean FSG might just greenlight one more big money move. Is Isak the man to lead us into a new era of dominance? Romano update on GUEHI to Liverpool deal. Liverpool are closing in on the England international after 2 massive breakthroughs paved the way for a summer switch from Crystal Palace. According to Fabrizio Romano in Ebola, GUEHI has officially informed Palace that he will not sign a contract extension, leaving the London club with little choice but to cash in now. And now, in a move that all but confirms his departure, Crystal Palace have reached a €55 million agreement to sign GUEHI's replacement, Sporting CP star Ousmane Diomande. That's right, Diomande, who had an €80 million release clause, is heading to Selhurst Park in a club record deal. According to reports, personal terms are already in place and the Ivorian defender will sign a 5-year deal with a big pay bump. The timing couldn't be better for Liverpool. Just as GUEHI prepares to leave Palace, the Reds have wrapped up the £35 million sale of Jarell Quansah to Bayer Leverkusen, with a buyback clause of £51.5 million valid from 2027. That move opens the door for a direct replacement, and GUEHI, who is admired by Arne Slot and Liverpool's recruitment team, is now front and centre. Romano provided an update via his YouTube channel, and it's music to the ears of Reds fans. For Mark GUEHI, the conversations continue. This week there will be more talks between Liverpool, the players' camp, and Crystal Palace, said Romano. Liverpool really appreciate the player. It's also true that GUEHI wants guarantees about playing time. But Liverpool are presenting their vision, Arne Slot's plans, and how GUEHI fits in. What's certain is GUEHI will not sign a new contract at Palace. It's a huge opportunity for Palace to sell now, and for Liverpool to strike at the right moment. Palace are believed to want £45 million, £50 million, but with GUEHI entering the final year of his contract, Liverpool are hopeful of negotiating that price down. And with Diomande already lined up, Palace are bracing for GUEHI's exit. From what we're hearing at Live Alive, GUEHI is intrigued by the move and is seriously considering Liverpool's project. Slot's system relies on pace, anticipation, and ball-playing defenders, and GUEHI checks all the boxes. This one's moving fast, and the Reds are on the front foot. Update on Darwin Nunez future. Signed from Benfica for a fee that could reach £85 million back in 2022, Nunez would earn the club more than any other player deemed transferable. Liverpool turned down deals with Saudi Pro League sides in January due to a lack of viable alternatives, but there are teams in the SPL still willing to pay around £70 million for the Uruguayan. The problem is that Nunez has got his eye on a move to Napoli, and so far the Italian champions are not playing ball. Ideally, Antonio Conte's side meet the asking price, which would then allow Liverpool to spend on a high-quality replacement. However, according to Fabrizio Romano, the deal is at a standstill, which could bring other teams back to the table eventually. There could be many signings for Liverpool this summer, but also for Liverpool the situation is very clear, they also need some outgoings, he wrote in Court Offside. So don't forget about the situation of Darwin Nunez, because there is interest from Napoli, but at the moment no agreement between club to club on the transfer fee. There is still a gap between Liverpool and Napoli, and this is a significant gap as of today on the valuation of the player. Then let's see what happens with more clubs in Europe and also in Saudi, who are also interested, because Darwin Nunez will be for sure one to watch in this summer's transfer window. If Liverpool receive £70 million for Nunez, then it could allow him to fund a deal for Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike or Victor Osimhen. Liverpool hope Konate leaving. Liverpool have essentially found their Konate replacement, Marc Guehi. The Crystal Palace star is also out of contract in a year's time, and suggestions are that he's keen on a move to Anfield. In fact, he's received guarantees over playing time that are quite interesting. It's difficult to believe that Guehi would be up for joining this summer if he didn't have a guarantee of starting regularly. Van Dijk certainly wouldn't be dropping out, but Konate would. So that means one of two things: either Konate is thought to be leaving or Liverpool feel Guehi would be an immediate upgrade. If it's the latter, the club won't want their current defender to renew on high wages, as they won't be able to guarantee him the minutes. But there's another consideration here. Liverpool are up against it with their homegrown player quota. Jarrell Quansah is the latest homegrown player to leave the club, after Alexander Arnold and Kevin Callagher. Liverpool need to sign someone homegrown, and Guehi is exactly that. Swapping him in for Konate essentially makes complete sense no matter how you look at it. It falls apart a bit if Konate renews, though. Liverpool would then struggle to sign Guehi and would need to find homegrown talents elsewhere. Konate is too good of a player for Liverpool not to offer him a new contract, but things are a lot simpler and workable if he decides to leave. We hope you enjoyed catching up on all the latest Liverpool news. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow fans, and subscribe to Live Alive, with notifications turned on for daily updates.